Just going to be running through a couple of the matchups that we've got for Fight Night 4.
Lewis is part of Only Sports. Lewis, what team's going to win on Fight Night?
Team Huddy, 100%.
2-0 by the way. I've already won one, so I'm going to go 2-0.
May the Lord have mercy with my opponent, because I won't.
One question, are you in?
I'll see you on Fight Night.
Right then guys, welcome to episode 3. We are at week 5 of Fight Camp. We're here at the venue, Armani Pavilion, Burj Khalifa. Stay tuned, see what we're up to. We've just had a meeting with our AV team and our live stream team. The ideas we have got for this venue are insane. It's the best venue, it needs the best service. Massive LED screens, massive live stream, it is going to be incredible. As you can see right now, it is Ramadan, so they are prepared for their iftar, but just envision how it will look right now. We've got the ring in the middle, VIP tables with Burj views, general mission with fountain views. It is going to be quite possibly the best boxing event in Dubai's history.
Down here today at JC Boxing Academy. It's the box tech session for the guys and girls today. Just doing a bit of a check weight just to make sure the weight's coming down, the weight's not going up. Obviously we've already got matchups in mind which me and Dom are going to be discussing in the next couple of days. We want to start releasing fight posters and obviously giving the guys an idea of who they're going to be fighting. So it's important to be doing these weekly check weights just to make sure that the weight's going the right way. If we set them a target, I expect it to be professional and I expect them to weigh in right on the day, because if not, they won't be fighting.
We've just done the toughest session of the entire fight camp. Here you got Cass putting in the work, hitting the bag. He told me, he went, Dom, I'm going to put my headphones in, I'm going to put on the ABBA box set, and I'm going to smash the shit out of this bag. Love that attitude from him. The Polish Express is rocking coming into the station now. What's your prediction for your fight, Cass?
May the Lord have mercy with my opponent, because I won't.
I love that. Team Hadi Hyrox done with Sean. That was one of the most intense sessions I've ever done in my life. I know we're doing the same as Team Corrie, but we're putting in that work. They're going to be puffing out of their arse by end of round 1. Sean put us through very, very simple. Run 300 meters, come back, do 3 different exercises, 21, 15, 9 reps. Just keep going round until we do all 3. I'm here with Mr. Humble now, Kieran, Lionheart, Lindsay. Kier, how was that session for you, mate?
Brutal, but absolutely phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? Pushing yourself through that to get through the end feels amazing. But yeah, Sean is an animal.
He's a killer, but you know what? He's got the right attitude. He's staying impartial, which is obviously good for us because he is a scouser just like Jack. But he likes you a lot. I think he wants you to beat your opponent.
Well, I think he likes the fact that I threw up and carried on. Just goes to show that Lionheart Lindsay is ready to go.
I don't want to single break down everyone's fights here, but who's impressed you with their attitude, their work ethic? Ain't just always about skill, we know that now.
There's a few lads that stand out. Cass for me is phenomenal. I think Paul's adapted really, really well. Arnad as well, Arnad's like me, he's never done this before and he's really showing week on, week out that he's getting stronger and stronger. So I think we've got some really good fights amongst us. Final
thing now, you know who your opponent is. Yeah. Give us a little message to your boy Tristan Money. Good name though, give him that.
Good move, good name. Money, I'm coming for you. Lionheart Lindsay is going to win the fight. I already told you, before I even started, I've already won the fight in my head. I'll see you on Fight Night.
Just down here now, obviously with Dom, Team Corrie, Team Hadi, just going to be running through a couple of the matchups that we've got for Fight Night 4.
Some of these fights are insane. They are going to be completely 50-50. I think some must have some favourites, but let's go through them now and have a little discussion.
So let's start off in no particular order to not give any tricks away. We are going to be going with Paul versus Ben. Obviously Paul's Team Hadi,
yeah.
Ben's Team Corrie. Do you want to run me through the fight and obviously what Paul is going to be bringing?
Yeah, Paul's just an absolute grafter. He works hard, he's always learning, always listening. He purposely throws himself in there with challenges. He spars a lot with Farron. I think with Paul, he's got the self-belief, he's got the work ethic, but I know that Ben is also a hard worker. So, you know, how's he been?
Ben's been good. I mean, at the start of the year, obviously we learned that Ben took up boxing a little bit on himself just to lose weight, but from what I've seen in the past couple of weeks in sparring, has really opened my eyes to how fundamentally and technically good he is. Obviously still got a little bit to work on in that retrospect, but from when he's coming into the camp, he's just constantly pushing people, he's constantly helping other people out, and then, you know, he's getting in there and he's literally boxing. It's not like getting in there and being dead scrappy. So I'm actually excited that fight because I know Paul was tasty at the start. We both had our eye on both of them. I think it was a bit of a tough decision, but I think it's shaping up to be a good, very, very good technical fight. So yeah, looking forward to that one. We'll move on. So we're gonna go for Sharaf and Sohail. So Sharaf, Team Hadi.
I've been throwing him in there with the bigger guys. He's got to get used to getting hit a lot, putting in that graft, but honestly, mate, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people on the night.
Yeah, he comes across to me as a bit of a bulldog.
Yeah.
Like short, stocky, and he's ready to go all the time, which is great. From my team, Sohail, he joined the camp a little bit later, so we obviously haven't seen as much as, you know, as I have of everyone else, but he's been in the past few sessions with us. He's fit anyway, he's come from football and background, so fitness is there. I think his headspace endurance is there. In terms of boxing, really surprised me. He sparred today, and I was expecting like someone who's, you know, awkward fundamentally because he comes from a football background, but light on his feet, nice in and out. Obviously things that we're going to be working on, but for initial spar for the first time, I was impressed with him. So again, we've got a bulldog against a little bit of a taller guy who's in and out. That just fundamentally works for me.
Good fight. Next up, we've got, this is a heavy hitting fight. This is a fight I'm looking forward to. Ryan versus Emre. Like them both. Look, Ryan he's outspoken, he's brash, he's ready to go. Emre's reserved, but both of them are very hot-headed. I think that is going to be an absolute war.
Yeah.
Not going to give too much away about the training side of it, but I don't think we need to. We both know how those two like to fight. I think they both know how each other like to fight. So for me, that is a toss-up fight, just absolute war. That is going to be could it be the first finish of the night? I don't know if we see it.
I'm replicating exactly what you said. Obviously, Ryan's got exactly the same style as Emre. Obviously, Emre's a southpaw, so a little bit more awkward for Ryan. So I think on the night, Ryan's going to have to deal with that a little bit more, but I honestly think after 30 seconds, it's going to come to blows, because we both love an overhand, backhand. They want to target the body, loads of head movements. I just think they're like opposite sides of a magnet. So they're the same sides of a magnet, they're just clashing. So yeah, I think there's going to be some bloodshed on that one.
Next up, so we've got character, absolute character.
I know what you're
Kieran Lindsay is going to fight Tristan Money. Fucking great name, by the way, from Tristan. Kieran, he is talking to me. He's training hard, don't get me wrong. He is putting in that graft every day. He's getting better. But as soon as the session's over, he's talking to me about his walkout, his post-show. He wants to sing. He wants to do all these things. He's a character in himself, and I think Tristan's the perfect opponent for him because he's so nice, he's so friendly. But I think he's got a bit of grit to him from what you've told me.
Yeah. No, to be fair, he has. I mean, Kieran straight away, he's a bit of a character in here. I mean, we've crossed paths even on the sessions and that, and he's the only one that gives me shit. He's like, fuck Team Corrie, fuck you, I'm gonna do him in. I'm like, but yeah, going back to Tristan Money, here comes the money, simple as. To be fair, he's been reserved. As I say, he's a nice guy. He was like, at the start, he didn't want to get in. I've literally got a voice note, and he's voice note to me today saying, yeah, I'm gonna totally change my style up. I can actually play the voice note. He'll play the voice note.
Yeah, do it.
Let's just play it.
I'm gonna go animal with that fucking ring. I've decided, I've had an epiphany, a mindset change, man. I'm gonna go absolutely fucking animalistic.
So, as I say, I'm gonna go fucking animalistic on him. And I was like, the other day I was saying, I need the killer in you, where's fucking killer Tristan? And that's what he sent me today, so I'm excited for Saturday. So as I say, now, a little bit reserved at the time, now he's turned the leaf, so I'm thinking this could be a fucking really, we got a showman, we got a quiet man who's literally gonna turn animalistic, as he just said, so I think that's gonna be another tasty fight. So let's move on. We're only gonna give one more away, and I think it's more than right to finish with Farron and Carter. Two heavyweights where there's been obviously a little bit of back and forth with these anyway.
Farron is obviously, he's been with me now for the last two fight nights. Carter, you've known him for a while. Carter came up to me straight after Farron's fight. I want to fight him, had all this stuff. There's been a little bit of stuff bubbling from it. They both hit hard, they both work hard. They've had a little bit of, a little bit of verbal back and forth. And I think it makes the most sense, for me, as seeing it as the main event of the night.
I'm glad you just said it, because I've been thinking it for the past couple of weeks anyway, especially when I seen on the last bit of footage, there was obviously Farron's gloating a little bit. Yeah. Farron's someone messaged someone and Farron found out, and Farron thinks Carter's going to give in, and Carter's a bit of a bum. Carter took a totally different approach, but off camera, he's actually saying to me, I can't wait to fuck this guy up and silence him. He's like, 2 belts, they're fucking coming home with me. And I'm like, this needs to be main event, because that is a showstopper. What a way to end the show. 2 big heavyweights going for arguably, you know, the most titles on the night. Farron wants to go 3-0 for Onlycomms. Yeah. Carter wants to take the reign away from her, and he's got a lot of pressure on him.
Continue the all-sort reign of main events.
Exactly. So he's got the all-sort reign. He's got a guy who's 2-0 undefeated on Onlycomms with 2 finishes. Yeah. Like the kid, to be fair to him, he's put himself onto a win, but the way he's been training and the back and forth, I just think it's going to shape up for fireworks.
Arguably, I would say Farron's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest star of Onlycomms we've ever had. We've had some good fighters in the past, we've had some names in there. Farron himself's just got that notoriety, so to me, it's the biggest, it's probably the biggest star right now versus the biggest challenger.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for that one. Main event, obviously, when Team Corrie go 10-11-0, 10-11-0, then why not finish it off for a nice end of reign, taking home 3 belts, keeping the all-stop team going. We'll see.
Good luck, my man.
Good luck, lad. I hope you can't go shit.
No.
We'll see for another 2-0. Sorry, 2-0 by the way. I've already won 1, so I'm gonna go 2-0. And then I might as well go 3-0. Why not? Let's just keep shit going. I like an 0 next to whatever else I've got, so we'll see. Yeah. So, just back here now, we've just done Saturday sparring with Team Corrie. We've got a new addition to the camp. It's Big Roscoe. Obviously, he fought on the last fight night on Team Haddy. He's obviously on Team Corrie now because he knew where the better camp's going to be. But yeah, obviously I'll give you the phone call.
Mr. Atkinson, how are we?
Good, mate. I'm good, you know. Busy as hell. What can I do for you on this lovely Thursday afternoon?
Mate, so thing is, we've got a guy, his opponent from Allsop has dropped out, unfortunately. I was wondering if potentially you'd fancy stepping in.
Do you need that like now?
We're filming this conversation, so yeah. Ross Atkinson, one question. Are you in?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah!
Team Corrie.
Burj Khalifa, baby, let's go!
Done.
Fight business, baby. I asked you to come out of retirement. You were a little bit hesitant, and then I just did. Fuck it, let's go. So tell me a little bit about what's brought you back, why you want to have another go.
Honestly, I loved the last one in September. I loved it. One of the best things I've done in my life, and I thought, let's go back around 2. In front of the Burj as well. It doesn't really get much better than that, so I thought, why not do it again?
That's it. You'd be our first boxer to be a double champ from both teams as well if you won. Which obviously is what we're going for anyway. There's no ifs, buts or maybes, only absolutes by the way. So you better be prepared, Team Haddy. First time you've sparred and you said what about since the last
fight, yeah.
What are we there, like 6 months?
7 months ago, yeah.
Obviously put you through three rounds straight off.
Yeah.
To be fair, you weren't even that bad. A little bit of ring rust, but tell us how you're feeling.
It was like, you put me in the ring with the 3 biggest people possibly here. Got jabbed around a little bit, but yeah, it was good to be back in the ring. Fitness is not where I want it to be, but expected, but sharp again. Got hit a couple of times in the head, now I know what to expect. It can only get easier from now.
Quality.
Get fitter.
We've got some good sparring for you as well, and most of all, we've still got just under 5 weeks now. So
yeah, 5 weeks yesterday, wasn't it?
As soon as I rang him, he sent me a picture the night on a run on Kite Beach, then sent me one again yesterday and was like, are we sparring? I was like, that's an addition you want to the camp, one who's going to bring vibes, who's been there before, so you can help the guys out, which is going to be an amazing experience for them as well.
I've already chatted with them already.
And most of all, just getting back in and just showing Dubai what I'm made of outside the base this time. But I'm made up to have you back, lad. Quality. Love it, man.
Let's get it.
So guys, that's enough from me. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the follow button, follow the journey, and watch this beast take us another win. Bastard is another win, or another win.